So my name is Mahesh Singh and I am from Rewari, Haryana. So I have done my graduation in history from Atmaram College, Delhi University. Thereafter I have done law from Campus Law Center, Delhi University, and now I am preparing for government services. So my dad is working in CRPF and my mother is homemaker. So I am a very social person and I love to play volleyball.
Yes, you passed out from CRPF Rohini Public School.
Yes, sir.
Your father is also in CRPF.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You have given your first preference as ITBP.
ITBP, sir.
Why you have given ITBP as your first preference when you belong to CRPF family?
Sir, my hobby is traveling, and in that I love to travel more in mountainous areas. So I can pursue my hobby as well as. Apart from this, sir, my family members are mostly in paramilitary. My dad is in CRPF, my uncle is in CRPF, and other members are there they are working in CISF and BSF. So this ITBP is left out from our family experience. I would like to try something new, sir.
Okay, like no one is in ITBP till now, so that's why you want to join ITBP.
Yes, sir.
Good answer. So Mahesh, you have done your graduation in 2011.
Yes.
After that, you have done this professional degree of law from the university.
Yes, sir.
It's almost 5 years.
Yes, sir.
This is 2019.
Yes, sir.
So why, like, you took so long to clear this exam?
Sir, I have already given interview of CAPF in 2016, sir. But yeah, I failed to make my in the merit. And apart from that, last year I gave an interview for Labour Commissioner in UPSC. In that also I could not clear the merit. And apart from this, sir, I am preparing for civil services and I wrote mains in Rajasthan, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh.
So like when you have appeared for this interview in 2016, so you did try for 2017 CAPF exam?
Sir, there was an incident due to which I could not write that.
What sort of incident?
Sir, one of my sister was suffering from blood cancer, sir.
Okay.
Due to that, I was
Like
busy.
You were looking after your sister.
Yeah, I was looking after her.
Since you are your sister.
Yes, sir.
So just because of that incident, like blood cancer, so like long term treatment now.
No, it was during that period, that exam period. She passed away.
Okay, so passed away.
Yes, sir.
So just because of that trauma.
Yeah, I could not appear, sir.
And then you appeared for 2018.
Yes, sir.
So that's why you are here.
Yes, sir.
Miss, can you tell us the difference between kidnapping and abduction?
Yes, sir. So, kidnapping and abduction. Kidnapping is done, sir, of someone who is below the age of 18, and it has to be through the family or any guardian's protection. And it can be through any way by inducement, enticements, and this factor should be there in kidnapping. Whereas in abduction there is an use of force, and it's not necessary that it should be below the age of 18. Abduction is always above the age of 18. Kidnapping is always below the age of 18. A child who is below the age of 18 is in kidnapping.
This criteria of 18 years, it's same for boys and girls, or like this?
It's same, sir. It's same for both.
It is same. You are
Yes.
sure?
So, as per my knowledge,
Okay, can you tell us the difference between theft, extortion, robbery, and dacoity?
so, I'm not aware about this. I have not read
What's
yet.
about all these?
Yes, I have read this, but it's almost like 4 years, sir. I have not gone through this.
Okay, like you must have read about the Indian Constitution also. In
Yes,
your
sir.
college days, and apart from that, as you are preparing for this various competitive examinations.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us this 15.4, Article 15.4 and Article 16.4?
15.4 and Article 16.4.
16.4 of Indian Constitution. Whether they are exception of Article 15.1 and 16.1?
Sir, they are enabling provisions, sir. As Indian our Constitution, it provides that there should be a special reservation for the educationally and socially backward classes, and these particular articles they are enabling provisions which provide such type of reservation for this backward and backward classes who are educationally and socially backward, sir.
Okay. You must have read about that KM Thomas versus State of Kerala case also.
Which sir? Yes.
Here Thomas versus State of Kerala, in which court has said that they are not exceptions. Some landmark cases regarding this article.
Sir, yes sir, I have read that these particular articles are not basic structure of the constitution. They can be tinkered with.
In which landmark case this basic structure of constitution was defined by the Apex Court?
Sir, it was decided sir, I'm not remembering the name. This is a famous case.
Very famous case.
It's against the state of Kerala.
There was Keshwananda.
Keshwananda Bharti case,
So
sir.
what
I'm
is
sorry,
the
sir.
basic structure?
So basic structure are certain norms or principles of our Indian constitution which were being decided by our forefathers while writing the constitution, that they are so essential in governance of our country that they cannot be changed, and they are not only essential as a part of constitution, they are so essential even as an natural rights which are enshrined. The principle of natural rights are also enshrined in that particular basic structure for principles, and it's very necessary to upkeep this basic structure formula for the continuance of constitution itself, sir.
Recently, like government has got this EWS reservation.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you have read about Sindhasani versus Union of India,
Yes, sir.
this recent like act of government it's in contravention to the the directions given by the Apex Court in the case of Sindhasani versus Union of India.
Yes, sir.
So how do you see this development?
Sir, in Indira Sani case, even in that case, it was given that 10% reservation to the economically weaker section, which was struck down by the Supreme Court. And the reason behind an argument which was given by the Supreme Court was that the reservation should be based on the social and educationally backwardness, and not on the economic criteria. So it's in direct contravention to the particular case. So in my opinion, reservation should be only for the education and socially backward classes. It should not be a poverty elevation program. There should be other programs which we can include for the upliftment of these economically weaker sections, rather providing the reservation.
Like you are against this act.
Providing reservation, I'm against that, but giving other things in place of it, like educationally or any fee, if someone is from economic weaker section, we can provide him a fee concession, or other things should be taken into consideration rather giving reservation, in my opinion, sir.
Okay, what is greyhounds? Greyhounds, you must have heard this word, greyhounds.
Greyhounds, yes, sir.
What is greyhounds?
Sir, greyhounds are special force which has been constituted by the state of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana to tackle the Naxalite problem, sir.
What is this Salwajadum?
Salwajadum, sir, it was similarly a force which was not constituted by the government. It was constituted by the localites who are dwelling in that particular area, which has been infected by the left-wing extremism, and it was an kind of organization which tried to deal with the Naxalites in the security perspectives.
Can you define Red Corridor?
Red Corridor is in particular geographical area in India where it is being affected by the left-wing extremism and Naxalite belts, and it has been extended from earlier it was from West Bengal to, and it has been given now taking place, increasing its area in Kerala and other parts of India. And most of the states which are being included in this are Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Telangana, and now even Maharashtra, Kerala and Karnataka. Some places, pockets of Kerala and Karnataka are also present in this Red Corridor. There are around 90 districts now which are being considered to be still affected by this Naxalite problem.
You must have heard about this Cobra Battalion.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us the full form of Cobra Battalion?
Full form of Cobra, sir. So, I am not aware. I don't remember the full form right now, sir.
So Mahesh ji,
Yes, sir.
there is one convention or agreement to stop the illegal trading of endangered species.
Yes, sir.
Could you name this convention? What is the name of this convention?
It's sites, sir.
What is the full form of this?
Convention of Immigrant. Sir, I do not remember.
There
There
is
is
one
full
law
right now.
also, an act is there.
Yes, sir.
It's to protect the wildlife.
Yes, sir.
So, which is that act?
So it's Wildlife Protection Act, 1972.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Acha, tell me something about ozone depletion.
So,
Which are the main culprit gases?
yes, sir. So ozone depletion is the layer in stratosphere which is depleting, and due to this layer is very helpful in controlling ultraviolet rays, which are very harmful for our body, and it can even cause cancer, sir. So this main culprits or chemicals which are responsible for this are the chloride, sir, and other hydrofluoride gases, sir, and which are mostly being leaked from our air conditions and all these articles, sir.
These are the main gases.
Yes, sir.
Acha, 8 November 2016
Yes, sir.
is known for demonetization.
Yes, sir.
So we have an event that is demonetization.
Yes, sir.
So will you favor this particular act of the government,
So,
or you go against this particular action taken by the government? It is good for the country or not?
sir, as per my opinion, the consequences which we have seen after the demonetization, I am not in favor of the demonetization. The way it was implemented and consequences which we have seen after that, especially in unorganized sectors, loss of jobs have been very high, and it has then even led to death of many people, and chaosness has been was increased at that time in our country. Yes.
Taking this particular demonetization, people has died for because of this.
So I can't say that it was directly related to that, but indirectly it has led to, because of public water problem, law and order problems.
Have any positive impact to the economy of the government of this country?
So it has had an impact on economy, but as per my opinion, if I will go to grade these things, I will go that it has more harmed the economy, because it has led to the loss of jobs in unorganized sector.
And what about the introduction of goods and service tax?
So it is beneficial for our country,
It
sir.
is also not implemented properly. So
So,
how do you favor this particular action of the government?
sir, in my opinion, what government can do, it has done best in this particular GST implementation. I don't think so that government has not done enough in GST implementation.
We have heard something about run of Kutch.
Yes, sir.
So why is known as run of Kutch? What is the meaning of run over here?
So there is a particular geographical condition which is formed there because of the moisture and all that. Moisture is always there in the soil, and there is kind of situation where that soil becomes like as if sir, if you won't mind, I can use the Hindi word in that, कीचड़ सा हो जाता है वहाँ सर, कि that's the reason it's called run. Yes, marshal, kind of marshal.
So what kind of climate Rajasthan is having?
So it's having a hot and humid climate.
Hot and humid
Climate.
or arid climate?
Yes, sir.
It
Yes,
is
sir.
hot and humid or arid climate?
So it's, I'm sorry, sir, it's arid, sir.
It's arid.
Yes, sir.
So because of this we have desert over there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So they will have a hot desert.
Yes, sir.
India is also having the presence of cold desert.
Yes, sir.
So where it is?
So it's in Ladakh region, sir.
Why it is there?
So, because mostly rain which we receive through monsoons, and that does not reach up till there due to mountainous barriers, sir, and that's the reason it causes less of rain does not lead to growth of any trees and all those. That's it is called, it's called an cold desert, sir.
So it is not having a rain.
So it's almost the rain is nil over there as we compare to other parts of the world.
Okay, have you heard about Balukhand wildlife sanctuary.
Which sir?
Balukhand wildlife sanctuary.
Balukhand.
Balukhand.
No sir, I'm not aware about that sir.
Chilka Lake.
Chilka Lake I heard sir.
So where it is?
Sir, it's in Odisha.
So recently it was in news.
Yes sir.
So why it was so?
Sir, Chilka Lake is known for the there are many migratory species of birds which come over there, and it's recently it was also in news because they were constructing a project over there. It was like I'm not sure about that. There was aerodrome program or something which was being launched, or which has been objected by the localites over there. But right now I'm not totally aware about that, sir.
Destruction made by Feni cyclone.
Yes.
Feni cyclone.
Yes, sir. Phony.
It's Feni or Feni.
Yes, sir.
Right? So this Feni cyclone has made a lot of destruction over there.
So, as we will compare it with the previous cyclones, the kind of destruction is comparatively less this time. Well, especially in the human, if you see the kid, there is less toll of death or on humans because of the cyclone, which we have seen.
How this happened? This time don't have much loss of life.
So, it's because of the preparedness of the state government of Odisha. Because as we have seen earlier, the Phelan cyclone which came in 2012, even that was considered to be a successful preparation, but this time it has prepared better because of it has constructed the shelters, and the kind they have used the machinery, and the way they have enrolled the NGOs and localite peoples, or they took the help of the people who were good in this, but controlling the situations. This is
This one is the major
commendable.
operation with the disaster management in India.
Yes, sir.
Major operation which are.
Sir, NDRF. It's NDRF which deals with it.
You can something about NDRF?
Sir, it came into picture
What is the full form of this? NDRF?
National Disaster Reserve Force, and it came into picture through National Disaster Management Act 2012, I think so. It came into the picture, and it takes the men from the various paramilitary forces, and it's BSF and CRPF which contribute most of the personals to it, and even other paramilitary have their contribution in form of human, in particular this NDR force.
Any other organization which has had a major role in controlling the climate disaster?
So, it's Navy Coast Guard, sir.
What about meteorological department?
Sir, even that plays a major role, technical role in controlling
It's
the.
having a major role, of course.
Yes, sir.
It is this organization.
It's vital, sir. Yes, sir.
IIT is there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So which has made them to know about the movement of cyclone.
So, yes, sir. IMD helps in anticipating the disasters, sir.
So how we have the formation of cyclones, tropical cyclones?
So there's particular conditions which are necessary for the formation of cyclone. So this temperature should be around 28 degrees Celsius
Of the
And-
atmosphere?
of the atmosphere, sir.
Okay.
And there should be an sir, I'm not remembering the every conditions. I just remember the temperature that it should be around 28 degrees Celsius.
There is also a major role of Coriolis force in the formation of tropical cyclones.
So I could not understand, sir.
Coriolis force?
Coriolis force, yes, sir.
What is this Coriolis force?
So this is a particular force in due to which spinning of the earth, and that particular air, if it's in northern direction, it will take a clockwise direction, and if it's in southern hemisphere, it will take an anti-clockwise direction, sir.
Currently, what is happening if you talk about Iran?
Yes, sir.
A lot of tension has been put over this Iran country.
Yes, sir.
Right, okay. So will there be any use for putting this kind of sanction, even if it is having a huge impact, huge economical impact to other countries, especially developing countries like India? So will it have any impact to have sanction over the countries like Iran, to have North Korea also, we do have Iran, we have a number of countries,
Impact of Iran problem in India, on India, sir, or in the
India or let's say globally?
globally, sir. Of course, sir, it will have an impact.
What impact?
In India, it may lead to inflation, sir, rise in the oil. And even India is constructing an Chabahar port in Iran, which is very essential for India. It's a strategic location. With the help of Chabahar port, we are thinking to connect with the Central Asia and Afghanistan, sir.
So which currency we use when we deal with Iran?
Sir,
We are importing this petroleum from Iran.
sir, we used to use dollar, sir, but in this earlier sanction which was earlier it was applied to Iran, India tried to deal with Iran directly, and in that way both had consensus to deal in rupee, sir.
So are we dealing with them now also?
Sir, I'm not aware. I don't think so. We are dealing in rupee right now, sir.
You are very strict.
Yes, sir.
How Mahatma Gandhi changed the independence movement? How it will differ from other leaders?
Sir, with the coming of the Mahatma Gandhi, there was major change which has been brought was that coming of the masses in the national movement. As we see in the earlier movement, sir, there was role of masses, especially of women and farmers, even students, which were not comparatively up to that measure which we see after coming of the Gandhi. And even this, some of the tools which he is used in the national movement were, although they were in the picture before also, like resistance act, passive resistance, satyagraha, these tools were used in during 1905 anti-partition movement, but they were not being used effectively. The use of these particular tools were brought by Gandhi, and which were used effectively even after coming Gandhi only, sir.
Okay, in non-cooperation movement, civil disobedience movement, and quit India movement, which one was more successful and why?
So in my opinion, it was non-cooperation movement which was more successful. The reason behind that it was only the movement in which there was large-scale participant across the religion. Because in the other two movements, if you will see that the participation of the Muslim section of our society was less, or in civil disobedience movement and quit India movement, but it was good in non-cooperation movement. And another reason is that most of the leaders, which national movement which gave most of the leaders and which have played a vital role in coming national movement struggle, where the had the birth from this non-cooperation movement, and it was only the movement which has stricken or has arisen the society in our country. Later on, these movements were the aftermaths of the national non-cooperation movement. The real that strength which was provided to the section of the society was through this non-cooperation movement.
Okay, what is the difference between Indus Valley civilization and Vedic age?
In Vedic age, so Vedic civilization was mostly an pastoral civilization, where economy were based on the pastoral, sir. Whereas in Indus Valley civilization, it was in full-fledged civilization, where trade was taking in full-fledged way. This was the major difference between both, sir.
And what religious rituals done in Vedic age?
Some religious rituals which were mostly in Vedic age was that the cow, which was considered to be very sacred at the time of Vedic age, sir. And mostly Vedic age period, the gods which they used to worship were related to nature, sir. Like Indra, who is considered as a god. Prundar, he was called Prundar, who can destroy the forts, or Varun, who was considered the god of thunder and all these things, sir.
What was we can see that women have a strong position in Vedic age.
Yes, sir.
And the position of women declined in post-Vedic age.
Yes, sir.
What was the reason, main reason?
Yes, sir, in Vedic age, sir, women enjoyed an good position. Even they could take the part in the Sabha and Samitis, which declined in later Vedic period, sir. The main reason of these things were coming of the Varn Vyavastha and all these things. They were not, women were considered derogate, not considered equivalent to men. They were considered to be an chattel which belongs to men. this came in later Vedic period, sir. But the main reason behind this, I'm really not aware right now.
साथ जो सोसाइटी होती है वो आगे बढ़ती है, यहाँ पे पीछे में चली गई, क्या वजह थी?
Sir, I'm not really aware about all these things, sir. I'll go and check, sir.
Mahesh, like suppose you got to this section, okay, and like you got CRP, so you have given identification first choice.
Yes, sir.
Suppose you are got it CRP.
Yes, sir.
You are posted in some Kashmir-based battalion.
Yes, sir.
Now you are the company commander.
Yes, sir.
Your father is also some inspector in CRP only.
Yes, sir.
Like some inspector, it's like junior rank in company to assistant commander.
Yes, sir.
So you are commanding the company, and your father is now posted to your company.
Yes, sir.
Now, once your father got to know that now my son is a company commander, so he became arrogant.
Yes, sir.
He started abusing Jawans and he started doing indiscipline act. Okay. Now it comes to your knowledge that your father is involved in all these misconducts.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what you will do?
So, these two things which are involved in this are in public and private relations. And in my opinion, I will try to talk to my father and explain him this is not good. It's not good for me. It's not good for even for the organization which we are working. And I will try to explain him. And I'll in this such situation, what is the key is the personal integrity.
You want it in your office or like you will just like discuss all this things privately? With him?
So I'll try to take this privately.
Okay.
And
So
if
you
this
can discuss this issue privately, but he said that no, sir, it is nothing like that. These all my fellow, they are jealous because like my son is the company commander, that's why they are jealous of me. Okay,
Yes, sir.
these all are rubbish, stupid gossips, and there's nothing. Okay, you can verify on your own. Now what you will do?
sir, if on my verification, if I come to know that he is really arrogant, then I will try to talk to him again. And if that's not the problem, then we have to see the other solutions or other things which are gimmicks which are being played in the organizational see.
Now
But if
you
it is
have-
really arrogant, yes, sir.
Now you have verified, you have again like advice him again.
Yes,
Then
sir.
also you didn't pay to your advice, okay?
Yes, sir.
Didn't pay anything to your advice, okay? Now what you will do?
So then I'll talk to my seniors and I will ask them to transfer him somewhere else.
You will ask him to transfer him to somewhere else, or like you will propose some disciplinary action against him also.
Sir, I will talk to them if I will surely take this
Now
also.
your commandant come to know, like you spoke to your commandant, he said that now I want a written complaint and only I will take opinions.
Yes, sir.
Because he said that like, it is a serious issue, it's in this state,
Sir,
it's
if-
not tolerated in the forces.
Sir,
So
if-
you must give it in writing, then I will take action against your father.
Sir, if
Now what you will do?
sir, if he is really on the wrong side, then I will surely give an written.
Now you will give it in writing.
Yes, sir, I will.
Ah.
Yes, sir, I will do, sir.
Chalo, okay. Thank you, Mahesh.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Just
sir.
remove your mic if you want to do this. Thank you. We'll call you back in 2 minutes. ठीक है लड़का ना थोड़ा सा आ जाओ धर्म संकट में डाल दिया ना अपने आप को कैसा लगा दिस वाज योर फर्स्ट मॉक कैसा लगा आपको was good हाँ
Up to my expectations, I have done something.
like if you have to rate yourself out of 150 marks so how much marks you will give to yourself
Out of
out of 150
third, but I'm not in that situation to beat myself. But I know I performed well.
so that's what I'm saying that like you perform well okay if you have to give marks to yourself तो कितना marks लोगे आप यहाँ पे
Any idea?
हाँ?
नंबर पूछ लो ना, नंबर पूछ लो 150 में से कितने मार्क्स आप लोगे आप?
Around 90 years.
आप 90 थोड़ा सा कम दे दिए थे मुझसे हाँ ठीक है महेश लाइक आपका ठीक चल रहा है ओके बट स्टिल यू हैव टू लाइक अपडेट योरसेल्फ करंट अफेयर्स अच्छे से पढ़ो ठीक है कंटेंट ऑल आवर आंसर्स में ठीक है, क्योंकि गैप पीरियड आपका ज़्यादा हो गया है, ठीक है, 2014 you did your law, okay, 2019, ठीक है, and like the best part in your case, his father is already serving in CRPF, okay, and other relatives are also in forces, so you have a plus point, okay, and you studied from the CRPF public school, it's considered as one of the good schools in Delhi, okay, so and then you have done your law also from the university, and you are interested in this process thing, so this will be a plus point, okay, this will bring contents in your answers now, then you will get like more marks, okay, especially like if you will give some factual data, okay, database question is demonetization or something which are so give factual data, then that will enrich your answer, okay, तो उसको थोड़ा और इम्प्रूव करने का जरूरत है, ठीक है, और थोड़ा सा ना हाथ को आप यहाँ रखिए, हाथ को आप यहाँ रख के वो दैट इज नॉट लुकिंग गुड, ओके, हाथ को यहाँ रखिए, दिस इज द बेस्ट लाइक पोस्चर फॉर गिविंग इंटरव्यू, ठीक है, और जो जो इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक्स हैं, कंट्रोवर्शियल टॉपिक्स हैं कोर्सेज से रिलेटेड, उसका एक डायरी बुक लीजिए कि क्या इशूज है, ठीक है, तो आपने लास्ट टाइम इंटरव्यू दिया था यूपीएससी में, तब उसमें कितना मार्क्स दिया था आपको, यू आर नॉट एबल टू लाइक इन द फाइनल मेरिट लिस्ट, उसको 80 एट दैट टाइम, उस समय इंटरव्यू कैसा हुआ था आपका?
प्रॉब्लम हो गया था, मैं जैसे एंट्री किया था, स्पॉन्टेनियस, मैंने सोच के नहीं आया था, मतलब आई गेट जस्ट एंटर्ड द रूम एंड आई आस्क्ड, I said good morning to all of them, and after that I said how are you all?
Oh my god, so
That was instant, sir. I was not decided to do
even then
something.
also like you are lucky that you got 80 marks, so you got 80 marks out of 150 or out of 200 at that time?
150, sir.
Out of 150, okay, then also like that was a big blunder on your part.
Yeah,
So at that time you didn't take any mock interview or any sort of
I did not
assessment?
take any more.
Huh?
I did not take any more.
So who told you about this coaching this time?
One of my friends is undergoing training in CRPF in Patipur, Gurgaon. He got selected. That time we both did not fail to make any fail to making the merit. But in the next year,
Okay, next
that
year like he got through.
got
Okay.
selected.
But next year you didn't appear.
Exactly.
Just because of your sister's business there. So okay, that's very
You
unfortunate.
took coaching from Ajabs.
You also took like coaching classes from this academy only.
Coach classes.
So that fellow, your friend.
I took classes from the Ajabs only.
Okay. So that's why it's being said now, like you should listen the advice of others, you should listen to the good advice now. So anyhow, like I hope this time you will get through.
One more things in that interview which has happened to me, like my the place which I belong, it's like on border of Haryana and Rajasthan, and my village is like the first village of Rajasthan, Haryana, and now we are staying in Rajasthan. So the sir asked me, do you know something about Hemu? And I told him that yes, I have read about Hemu, and he was from Rewari in Haryana. And 2 or 3 days before the interview, I read about Hemu, and in that particular Aryan book, it was mentioned that Hemu is from Haryana Rewari, and even the village was also mentioned. But that sir told me no, he was not from Rewari Haryana, he was from Tijara in Alwar. And these both places are like close to nearby to each other. I told no sir, I read it 2 or 3 days back, he's from Haryana Rewari. No, I am sure he's from Tijara Alwar. And if you see even in Wikipedia, if you write Hemu, then it will come like Alwar. And if you like Hemu from Rewari, the same Wikipedia says that Hemu is from Rewari. And there was, I won't say that there was a like debate, but we both stood to our guns. He was saying no, he was from Alwar. I said no sir, I read it 2 or 3 days back, he's from Rewari, Haryana.
So like that's why it's been said that you should avoid controversies during an interview.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And try to avoid, okay.
Could be, yeah, I may check from the source also, but from
Like give a diplomatic answer. Don't be adamant. Okay, it will show that like you are adamant. Okay, you are not like accepting ideas. Okay, you are not like open to ideas.